This is a race like no other that we've ever done. We're kind of down here, flying by the seat of our pants.
Bye, civilization!
You can't even hear yourself think with all the chainsaws going.
I think it'll float. You know it's going to be a slog out there. You haven't a clue how long it's going to be. You don't know how hot it's going to be. This is my friend Simon. He's got to be in control.
If you want to have fun, don't paddle with him.
I got it, Jesse. You just keep paddling. Jesse, just chill out, dude. Come on, get in those paddles, guys. Hey! Historically, the paddle sports have been a challenge for us. One of these days, we're just going to figure it out. Maybe this will be the race for us. Turbo and I are heading into the unknown. It's a new year, a new set of races.
These races are the biggest, baddest, and scariest on the planet. It'll be a miracle if we survive the next 6 months.
This will truly be a test of what we're made of.
We're pushing way beyond our limits, over 2,500 kilometers.
This is going to be the most insane year of our lives. Here we are in Peru, cruising down the Nanay River, which is a tributary of the Amazon. We're here to do the amazing Amazon River Rafting Race.
180 kilometers down the Amazon River. It's going to go in 3 stages. We're going to build a raft.
We don't really know what we're getting ourselves into. I've never paddled a raft before, and I've certainly never been on the Amazon River, so this is truly going to be a great adventure for us. We're heading to a small village. The locals there are going to take us out. We're going to get a trial run on one of the rafts and basically start to get a sense of what it's like to paddle these waters, and obviously nothing better than learning from the experts. These guys have won the race 10 times, basically the reigning champions.
Here are the very men themselves.
There they are. This is the team.
The great rowers, the team.
This is going to be pretty similar to the raft we built. This isn't the typical canoe blade, and it's going to take a little bit of practice. So you guys are sitting up here, right?
There,
Like
right
this?
there. Yeah. You use a machete? Machete?
Yeah, they work with the machine as well. With the
Yeah, chainsaw.
chainsaw.
I like those. Nice, nice.
See, Turbo's speaking Spanish. Are we going to take this out on the water?
I would say you have to talk to the spirit of the river.
The spirit of the
That's
river.
it, hey,
That's really
see.
Yeah.
Oh, dear God.
You're in trouble, dude.
I know.
He's
I
a
know.
scientist, he's in trouble.
Exactly, yeah.
We're going to want to get in the water and paddle with these guys if they're up for it.
The river has really gone down. This is the time of the year that the river is really down. So that means that all the water is just put in a smaller channel. It's running down really fast. The sun is really strong at the moment. As you can see, they're really struggling to go up the stream here.
Just being out there and paddling and digging in, I was kind of taken off guard by how hot it got out there. I was just drenched in sweat within minutes of paddling. You know, on paper, this looks like a fun, kind of carefree float down the Amazon. I think it's gonna be a lot harder than that. These rafts, they are freaking heavy. So basically we did a bunch of sprints up and down the river there, going up current. I just feel dizzy right now. I feel like passing out a little bit. I did not expect that. I have a head rush.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it's lifting the raft or paddling. Oh man. I was dizzy, lightheaded, and I thought I was gonna pass out or puke, to be honest. So hopefully that's something that the body can adapt to quickly. If not, I'm just gonna be useless during this thing. Gracias, amigo. Yeah.
I want to take some of these guys with us. We were hoping to get locals, but I don't know. We're hooked up with a couple non-locals, and hopefully they're in shape because this is going to be a tough race, and this is going to be a long day if they're not, that's for sure. Claire's going to take us to get a blessing from the local shaman. This should give us a little help from the river spirits. Simon's a bit of a scientist, the spiritual stuff. He doesn't really connect with, where I'm, I got the hippie roots. I like the spirit world. You can really feel the spiritual beings in here. You know, it's just a very spiritual place. It was really cool to come here and get blessed by the shaman. Hey! Very good, very good.
I guess it doesn't hurt to have maybe a little bit of luck on our side, but what I'm going to be considering out there is how fast the river's moving, what direction the current's going, what the winds are like. Those are going to be the things that get us to this finish line, not having the water spirits give us a little push when we start to feel tired. Now we're going to meet with our paddling team, Jesse and Justin.
There is one Canadian and one Australian, and that's basically all I know about them.
Literally, the race paired us together just last week, so this is a little bit exciting for us. We don't know what we're in for.
We won't know until the day we start paddling how it's going to turn out.
I mean, what's your paddle experience?
Done it a little bit before. Yeah, this flat water stuff is probably going to be interesting, isn't it?
Jesse and Justin seem gung-ho, but I am concerned about their lack of paddling experience. This race will be tough, and I don't want Turbo and I to have to shoulder the entire load.
When we sort of plan our holidays, we tend not to sort of just do normal things.
The trips we go on, we usually want to do something quite adventurous, take our minds completely off the day-to-day. It was nice knowing that we actually were going to be teamed up with people who were going to be competitive and wanted to win rather than just taking it as an easy sort of ride down the Amazon.
We're just going to head to buy some of the supplies that we need to build this raft. We're just trying to decide right now exactly what chair is going to be best. We're going to try the baby chair too.
Very small.
No, can't fit.
I'm keen on a wood chair. I've got an idea in my head. So here's your foot brace up here, and there's your front, right? And then so you put a piece of wood like this, and then you angle a piece up here to give you support, and then it's wood and not plastic. Then you're not constricted. Then
Did you really have to
angle.
draw it on these guys? I can't even focus.
This is the paper I was given. Do you have another piece of paper?
I think we found our chairs here. We're going to give these things a shot. Tomorrow is going to be a big day. We've got to build these boats. Justin and Jesse aren't on the water nearly as much as Turbo and I have been.
Hopefully we ended up with the right teammates for this. I guess we'll find out the hard way.
We're heading down to the main square to meet up with the rest of the racers, and then we're going to head up to the start line today. Yeah, I'm really interested to get on the water and, well, A, see if our boat floats, and B, see how these other guys can paddle. There's some big dudes here, but who knows how long the engine's going to run, you know?
There's a lot of sort of macho, sort of chests out, you know, some of the big lads are walking around, you know, a few flexes here and there.
I like off-road running, that sort of thing, bit of mountain biking, so yeah, anything like that really.
I've done some big mountain expeditions, 3 or 4 weeks. Okay. So yeah.
14 years marriage, does that count?
Bye, civilization!
When we sort of arrived at the beach on the other side of the river to start construction of the raft, and that was the first moment of truth.
We were quickly finding out who was going to take the lead in this team. Simon.
Definitely want this one.
You can't even hear yourself think with all the chainsaws going. Put on your shoulder.
We've only got the afternoon to get this done, so we're going to get it right.
Go get rid of this curved one and get another straight one.
Yep.
We're tossing bad logs, using good logs. It's just crazy.
We're building a catamaran here. That way you can paddle on one side and paddle on the other side.
There's a lot of noise going on. It's hot as hell. It's pretty stressful, pretty tense.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What are we going to do? Are we going to swap one of these, Turbo?
Yeah.
It's not even right now.
Oh,
We need to get these even. Perfect.
a lot of mucking around to get this bit right. If we get it wrong, we can't undo it.
Maybe we'll offset the seats if we need. Sit here, though. Oh. We got to start painting as soon as possible.
This is just madness.
If you're in the back, I'd probably be in the front.
With Justin also being a bit of an alpha male, there were points when you were like, trying to take the lead a bit, but then you're like, okay, I'm just going to stand back. I'm just going to let him go with it.
I was actively supporting.
I'll go up front with her. You sit in the back with Turbo then?
Yep.
That's going to be the way we do it.
Now all the hard work's done. Simon can take over. He can do his finesse with stuff.
Oh, you shut your mouth. Smart ass.
You know, we expected a couple of decent fellas and, you know, have a reasonable sort of work ethic, but it turns out they're a couple of phonies, really. But, you know, we'll just work with it, and hopefully Jess and I won't have to carry the team too far down the river.
So our boat is pretty much constructed.
I think it'll float.
The day is almost through. There's a lot of teams that have done well and pulled their rafts together, like our neighbors here who have a beautiful raft, team number 1. But as you can see, looking around, there's other teams that aren't anywhere close yet. The Peruvian team over here was actually called for having their raft too short. These guys are nailing wood back on their raft right now. We're feeling good, our boat's ready, and you know, tomorrow's gonna be a new test. We're on the water and we'll see who's got some strength and stamina. 7 a.m., ready to go. It's overcast. This is a good start on the day. Now last night was a little bit wild.
Not very much sleep here last night.
Around 9 o'clock, the boat just starts blasting music. There was drums and lasers, and somebody gets on and says, "You guys are pathetic. You're supposed to be partying. Get out of your tents." Basically, I think it just pissed people off. The fact that they have no clue what it's like to be a racer out here, and they want everybody to party at 10 o'clock at night and drink beer.
I don't know. We're here kind of the race, I guess. I don't know. This is pretty well unorganized chaos, I think.
Today we're gonna go for 58 kilometers. We start on the Maranon River and we head to the northeast until we eventually meet up with the Amazon and basically continue all the way to Iquitos. We'll be out on the water for between 4 to 8 hours each stage. Stage 1, Stage 2, Stage 3 brings us back to Iquitos.
I think a lot of the racers have just been really keen just to get out in the water and get started.
The thing I'm most scared about is Simon yelling at me all day.
Okay, everybody, when you're on the water, life jackets must be worn at all times. Anyone not wearing a life jacket, the whole team could be disqualified. 7 minutes to go! 7 minutes to go!
The first morning, you've got the adrenaline flowing through your veins and you kind of want to use it. You want to get out there and get on the water.
Good luck, boys! See you in hell!
As soon as we put the raft in and it didn't sink, that was like first win. Yes, yes.
Race started, and here we go.
Just trying to pick our line on the river, watching the local guys. They look as though they know exactly where they're going.
At the start of the race, the Peruvians shot off like a rocket. It was almost like they were leading us down the river.
The first handful of teams had just separated themselves from us right away.
Each of the crews were really feeling each other out. I mean, there was a lot of bravado.
Check out the Yorkshire team, they're underwater.
It's a little sinky, but it's doing all right. I mean, all things considered.
There were the American guys, you know, one of them had done the race 2 years before, and they had a good crew. We knew very quickly on day 1 that they were going to be one of the teams to beat.
We're 3 kilometers into the race, just hit 21 minutes. So we're doing 7 minutes per kilometer at this pace. We should be under 6 hours on the day, if we can hold it.
I think Jesse and Justin, they found it hard at the beginning. It was hard for me.
It's like in slow motion. The whole race is in slow motion. Like I'm tripping out.
That first hour, it's a new thing. It's a new paddle. It's a new muscle group. It hurts.
It was our first endurance event. We wanted to finish it and just sort of see how we went. And then when we were a team with Simon and Turbo and part of Team Boundless, that was like, right, I'm pretty sure these guys are going to want to aim for podium.
I think it was good for Simon and I to do something with some people who aren't competitive, who aren't racers, who are just regular people, just to see how we react to that.
I don't know what way it's going. It looks like it's turning left up there, but I'm not sure. I kind of took the role today of captain and timekeeper because I know how hard it is to keep continually pushing. Keep going, guys. yourselves in towards where everyone is and not drift in, okay? It's gonna be much slower on the inside.
Yep. I wish the current was moving faster. It kind of feels like you're paddling so hard you're going nowhere.
The biggest challenge is trying to keep this thing straight.
We had an ongoing, battle with the American team.
They were either in front of us for a little bit or paddling beside us, taking different line down the river. And it was really nice to have that carrot there because it kind of kept the pressure on.
We'll pass these guys eventually. They're old geezers. A couple hours in, teams have spread out. There were 4 ahead of us. Leading the pack were the Peruvian champs. They continued to dominate.
These rivers are so wide up here. I mean, the Amazon is the biggest river by volume in the world. The next 7 rivers, when you add them up, they equal the Amazon. That's how far ahead it is. The water's muddy and murky. You can't see anything. But we know that there's sharks in here, things like electric eels, very large fish in here, obviously piranha, but as long as we stay above the water and not below it, I think we're doing fine.
When you're racing in your own country, in your own climate, you always have a big advantage over visitors. And that was certainly true here.
Starting to feel the heat.
Once that sun came out, it was like you're in an oven. You're in an oven paddling.
Good for the tan, bad for the fatigue.
As soon as the cloud parts and the sun starts beating down on you, the temperature just goes up. It feels like 10, 15 degrees immediately. It's gonna get a lot harder before we finish, that's for sure.
Hour 2 to 3, there was a lot of dead water, arms started to hurt, and that's when it really started to get a bit tough.
I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this.
Because I'm sitting next to Jessie, I noticed her the most. I just had to watch her kind of deal with the whole experience. You know, she's switching gloves, sleeves are too long, now they're too short, hat's too high, hat's too low. Jessie needed to find what her comfort zone was on the raft and then try and push right to the limit of that.
Looking forward to food in 5 minutes.
Eat twice a month. Jessie and Justin had their food in a bag in front of them. They had water bottles. It's gonna take a lot longer for them to eat than Turbo and I, who've done this a million times.
The only time I can eat chocolate like this with no guilt.
My food break, it's zip, hop, out goes the food, in goes the hydration hose, and I'm paddling again. If somebody can always keep that energy high, you know, the team will usually perform better. As soon as you're ready, guys.
We're coming for you, you Yankees! We're coming! You better run!
Being competitive is part of who I am, and it may rub some people the wrong way.
Sometimes it causes a little bit of friction between some people, but to me it doesn't matter. I'm used to it.
I was saying, oh, I'm burning, I need to put on some sunscreen. He's like, no, 20 minutes till the next break. No unscheduled breaks or it takes us off kilter.
We're gonna be a lot happier if we do well than if we finish in the middle of the pack. I know that, and they're gonna know that too. You guys keep going, I'm gonna start paddling. Give me a few draw strokes on that side. Actually, just the back paddle there. Take some. Yeah, take 2 bottles. Those. When I'm out there, I expect the best of myself, but I also expect the best of the people I'm with, and I try and raise them up.
This is Simon. He likes the leading role. He's good at telling people what to do.
We don't want to go out into the middle. We want to go. Just paddle natural for a bit. We were doing fine, I think. We could kick it a little left, and a little left of where we are now. That's good.
We're going right to the side then. We're not aiming for the other side of the
Yeah, stay left.
You gotta steer. That's what the current's pulling us to one side. So every now and then I correct.
Yeah, that's probably a good line. I don't think we need to swing all the way straight out and then hook. A lot of extra distance, pretty wide point there.
This is Simon. He's gonna take the reins. You just gotta go with it. You gotta follow the flow. It's more work in the long run to argue with him. Hey, what's going on over there? Throw us a rope. Just when I thought we were falling apart as a team, the Americans cut right in front of us. That gave us the motivation we needed to work together. And that gave us the boost to retake the lead.
You need 4 people to be, going for it, to be able to beat 4 people.
It's gonna be neck and neck. We just took a different line around this bend. Around the bend, we see the boat on shore. We see the tents on shore, and we see one of the boats ahead of us pulling into that.
It's supposed to be 58K today. Simon looked at his GPS, it showed 41. I'm like, uh-oh. This could be a good thing, or this could be terrible for the next day.
My GPS doesn't match exactly what the race has been saying, but I'm not gonna argue with that. Finish line just up ahead. Stage 1, complete. 4 hours, 50 minutes.
I didn't expect to turn the corner and find the finish line. That was great.
Well done, boys. Well done.
Turbo and Simon, just the pros of this, right? We didn't muck around at all, we got stuck into it. I tell you what, I'll sleep like a baby tonight, that's for sure.
Simon's a drill sergeant.
This is my friend Simon. He's the captain. He's got to be in control. Why did he take control of the boat? Because he has to. He can't help it, it's in his nature.
Yeah, it's nice when you can have fun.
If you want to have fun, don't paddle with him.
I kind of kept the schedule.
Every time you go to eat, it's like 1 minute, shove it in, shove it in.
I'm really happy the team's working out because it could have gone the other way.
I'm surprised he wasn't in the army in previous days.
Nice one.
Oh, nice job.
Nice one.
Thank you, nice to
Yeah.
meet you.
Sunscreen tomorrow, heavy, huh?
Oh,
God damn. I was wondering how you guys did without the shade.
once that cloud went, that sun just went straight through it.
We kind of knew what to expect. It's the second time we've done it, so it's good. Today was the easy day, though.
Those paddles are horrible. They're heavy, they're rough. Got some good tan lines. I got to get rid of those, so otherwise I'm going to look like a turkey. We did all right, though. It was good. There's a jungle party tonight.
I got my rave outfit on tonight.
They've already set it up. They brought the generator up here. We've got giant speakers over there, and they've got the disco lights hanging off the soccer posts. I cannot wait to see how hard everybody parties tonight.
We just paddled all day in the heat. We got another day tomorrow to paddle. What, we're gonna get up and dance and party? Yeah, it looks like it's just everybody's out there, man. It's like crazy. I don't know if I can make it. I gotta go to bed. But it looks crazy.
Today's a very different morning. There's not a cloud in the sky. It's gonna be hot, and it's gonna be hot straight out of the gate.
I'm worried, not gonna lie.
Good day to hit the beach or go for a swim, lie by the pool. It's a shame we're not doing any of those things.
Second day's always tough. I'll have to keep the team motivated today, that's for sure.
Today's supposed to be a long stage, so kind of getting mentally prepared for, I don't know, maybe 6 to 8 hours on the raft today.
Up to 8 hours on the raft, getting yelled at by Simon. I'm sure his yelling sort of fuels himself and will fuel the rest of us as well. If he goes quiet, we know we're in trouble.
The start was basically a shotgun scramble. You know, we were eating our breakfast on the barge, and then all of a sudden the race director gets on. Okay, everybody, on your boats in 5 minutes. We're starting the race in 5 minutes. We want to get an early start today. Gives us 5 minutes notice to get to the boats. It's like, hey, everybody, are you having fun? Get the boats in 5 minutes.
You see his paddle, eh? Like this thing floats, and this thing is like a f***ing anchor.
That's why you've been going so fast.
F***ing right. Feel this thing. Lift that thing up. Lift that up.
I honestly didn't do a way off. I simply looked at the blade size and went on that. But now that we've done a way off, what are you gonna do, eh? strategy for day 2 was spend the first 2 to 3 hours going hard. I said, look guys, doesn't matter where anybody is around us, especially the American river dance team, doesn't matter where they are for the first hour. At 2 hours, I promise you, we're gonna catch the Americans. By 2:30, we're gonna have dropped them. That was the plan for the race in my mind. The actuality of it was that these 2 other boats kind of shot ahead of us, and I was going like, that shouldn't be happening. We didn't have any problem staying with these guys yesterday, and now they're 100 meters ahead of us.
I thought, okay, we got to fix this. So once we got to the break, I said, Simon, we got to get you in the back.
You want me to be there?
I think so. I'm spending so much time correcting, dude. He's got power there, and you don't have power coming from Jesse, so the boat would just be going that way, so I'd have to correct.
I didn't think it was going to make that huge a difference, but it didn't hurt to try it.
We'll put you there, see how you feel.
Okay guys, Jess, how you doing?
One second.
When you race in a team situation and there's a couple, it becomes very difficult for one person to kind of single out one of the couple members, whereas if it's just 4 friends, 4 strangers, whatever, you can say, hey, buddy, pick up the pace, do this, or they can say it to me, and it's fine. But when you're in a couple situation, it's a little bit weird. So I was a little nervous having Jesse and Justin sitting side by side.
It took me a couple hours to get used to it.
We kind of saw the whole couple thing play out a little bit. And at one point I turned to Turbo and I go, well, we definitely know they're married.
You were using some words I didn't even know you used. That's pretty impressive.
It was hard for me to keep the same pace as Justin.
She and Justin were having their own little issues with who's paddling in the middle, who's on that side, who's maintaining the pace. That actually became a problem for us.
Hey guys, you need to sort it out up front. Yeah.
I know it.
What's going on? You can paddle wherever you want. You guys can take alternating talk. If one side's getting tired though, like if your left side's getting tired, you need a break, just talk to the other person. Don't fight about it.
Jessie would paddle a few strokes and then take a breather, then fidget with her gloves and fidget with this. She was just kind of losing focus.
Need to wire that in for you tonight.
At this point, Jesse and Justin's problems were really slowing us down. I worried this could break them or our team.
Come on, keep going, darling. Keep your hand out of the paddling zone.
I don't want to talk to you. I can't keep pace.
I don't know, but I think Justin's in trouble when they get home.
I'm all right.
Good news is it'll be over at some point.
The competition with the Americans, I think, drove us harder. I think if they were way far in the distance, we would have slacked off a bit.
Having the other team close by is good motivation, so, you know, we'll get them when we get them. And that's basically how we're dealing with today.
I thought coming here, we're going to Peru to paddle down the Amazon. I expected friggin' trees over, snakes hanging, and good current. And I didn't expect this at all, man. I thought this was gonna be kind of like a vacation. It is no vacation.
Turbo, I love that guy. He just puts his head down and just goes for it. You can just tell, well, he's got that mentality of like an endurance athlete. He'll have the occasional outburst. He'll just scream something random out.
You'll never know, do you, how much I love you, because the only one for me is you. Clearly we're not paddling hard enough today, because he can still sing.
Don't rain on my brain, Simon. You're trying to tear me up. Slave driver. Shut up and paddle.
We actually caught right up to the Americans. We just blew by them. And by 2 hours 30, like we could barely even see them behind us. So I think the guys are feeling pretty good.
Just like the first day, the Peruvian teams took off like a shot. The rise in temperatures didn't slow them down at all.
You know, it's starting to heat up. The pace is coming off a little bit. There's just nowhere to hide from the sun. We're just over 20K in. We're supposed to go 60-ish today. We'll see.
You need these little mental goals along the way to keep you motivated, and for me to be able to motivate Jesse and Justin. When I don't know whether we're going to finish earlier or later than what's anticipated, that makes it hard for me, and it certainly makes it hard for them. up?
I just have sunscreen on.
Oh.
I think this is the slowest water we've been.
Really challenging to make that mental shift from, you know, cruising along and then all of a sudden you kind of stop and you've got to work for every metre.
I got it, Jesse. You just keep paddling. Trying to get some current. If this is yesterday, we'd have 9K to go. But it's not yesterday, it's today. So we're gonna paddle until we see the party boat.
I was really thinking about the blessing we got from the shaman. I really could have used some help from those river spirits today. We were on our own. You keep hoping that around the next corner you're going to see the finish, and the finish wasn't there.
When you're sort of dying at sort of 3.5 hours in, knowing you're not even halfway, that's when you've really got to kick into another gear.
I'm tired, I'm sunburnt, back, arms, shoulders, killing me. Other than that, you know what, tip top.
I was starting to get a little bit frustrated with the overall pace of the boat. I think we just kind of put it on cruise control for a while.
I could tell Simon was stressed. He wanted to get today over with.
I knew that if we didn't pick up the pace, we were going to get passed.
Having the Americans pass us on day 2, it was not a pretty moment, particularly because we had pulled away. And those guys just came straight past, and that was a wake-up call. They were 4 proud fellows who really wanted to get stuck in, and they were being very competitive. They were there to get a podium.
We were paddling our very hardest just to even keep up with them.
Just focus on paddling. Getting tired, Jesse. Just start doing lighter strokes. Yeah, you don't have to dig as hard. You just need that paddle in the water. In the overall rankings, we had them by a little bit of time. So I knew we couldn't finish too far behind them today. But honestly, in my heart of hearts, I thought, well, the best we can do is just keep it steady and try and salvage something where we're not 20 minutes behind. I'm guessing within the next 3 to 5K, we're gonna see the Don Juan party boat.
I can't wait. Bring it on. Let's pass these Americans.
They haven't been able to get more than a few hundred meters ahead, so we might be able to take them. Draw, Jesse.
Having them neck and neck with us, I think made us all really work hard.
Just paddle, 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 paddle.
Everyone's got to contribute in that sort of situation. Get in that headspace where you do not stop until you hit the finish line.
The final sprint of the race, you know, we gave it all we had. I mean, I was digging, my back was just screaming out in pain, and it was basically a flat-out time trial between the two teams because we were virtually neck and neck. And at the end of the day, we just couldn't close those final few meters, and they finished a minute or two ahead of us.
The way this boat behind us, we had to beat them. We had to turn it on at the end and let them have it. Let's get off. What did they?
Jesse at the end, she was hurting, man. She wasn't getting up too fast.
Jesse, pass her up some water. Pass her up some of the electrolyte water. Jesse, just chill out, dude. Hey, grab her little sarong and put it on her head.
Today was awful. It was bloody awful. I hated being out there. I hated every moment of it, you know. It was tough work.
Oh, that's my hand.
Blister, 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 blister. Thank God there's only one day left in this thing. And we thought this would be maybe easy. Where are we ever wrong?
7 hours, 10 minutes for 57K. Apparently the winning team made it in just under 5.5 hours today, so that's flying. The whole experience has been tough. This race is a hell of a lot tougher than I anticipated.
Just my muscles couldn't actually feel my body for a while, so I just had to close my eyes and count to 100. It just hurt.
I got my ass handed to me today, and that was tough, man.
These are character-defining moments that I love. That's why I keep coming back to these things, even though some days I question it. But in my sick way, I'm looking forward to tomorrow because I know it's gonna hurt, and that's what makes it all worthwhile for me. It's morning of day 3, and again, we don't really know what we're in for.
I'm tired, beat up. Had enough of the Amazon.
They were going a bit easy on me on day 1 and 2, but I think by day 3 they were like, you got to do it just like the boys today, Jesse.
I think we're pretty clear that the Peruvians are in a zone of their own. They're sort of way out in front. But, you know, we've had some great race with the American guys over the last few days, and I'm sure that'll continue today.
I think the strategy would be to try and stay with them, and then if we can crank it up near the end, we do that, and if not, we finish side by side and hope that we've put enough time in the bank on the first day where we took them by 5-10 minutes. We'll see how it goes on the water. There is always a risk that on the final stage, you know, if people really are tired, they might just ease up and say, hey, I came here just to finish the race. So if that starts to happen, I'll push the guys as hard as I can until they say, look, you know, we don't want to race anymore. We don't want to paddle hard. And if that's the case, I've got to accept it.
3, 2, 1, mobilization!
We got a good start today. We're separated from the field, which is nice.
Looking forward to those Peruvians going past 100 miles an hour.
Peruvians got a later start today, so they'll be passing us, I'm sure, in a little while. They staggered the Peruvian team so that A, the other racers would get a chance to see what the best looks like, and then B, so that most of the racers could kind of finish together. It'd be a little more anticlimactic at the finish line if the Peruvians just came in so far ahead when there was such a big crowd at the finish.
Geezers! They're too young to be racing this.
Every dog has his day, you know?
Anybody behind us or with us?
Not really.
We had to stick close to the Americans. We would get ahead, they would get ahead. We would go back and forth, back and forth.
Hook on.
I like how our catamaran seems to have about the same hull speed. Limitations of the log.
In our case, it's limitations with the catamaran.
Oh, come on. I have a feeling we'll be pretty close all day.
I'm going to drop a Mercury on the back of this thing in a minute here.
You know how nice that'd be?
20 horsepower.
You told us, I wouldn't tell anybody.
We had a different strategy for fueling today. What we would do is we'd keep 3 people paddling and 1 person would take a break at a time.
Previously, we've been doing a break every hour to every 45 minutes. On the 3rd day, I was having our guys break every 30 minutes so the energy stayed high. Because I knew that if we could keep the Americans in sight, that the moment that they had a weakening later in the race, that's when we were going to go. Good? Yeah, watch it down.
The leading team was just in a league of its own. You could see why these were the race winners.
Home river advantage.
Despite the 1-hour handicap, the Peruvians blew right by us, like we were standing still.
About 3 hours in, the Americans had opened up a few 100-meter gap on us.
Simon said, you know what? Let's leave them at that. We'll just wait for our time to pounce and then we'll pounce.
Going into the 4th hour of the race, the Americans were staying well ahead of us. I was starting to wonder myself, is that too far for us to close?
I thought they were too far away. I thought, okay, we can do 3rd. That's all right. No, 3rd, what a great result. But at the back of your mind, you think, that's not nearly as good as 2nd.
You don't attack somebody when they're strong. You wait for them to get weak. We know these guys will soften up, and we'll wait till their pacemakers slow them down a little bit, and then we'll strike.
About anything right now except that finish line.
If you can keep your together for the next hour and a half, and we can beat these Americans, finish up on the podium for international team, I'll let you shave this beard that you love so much. How you like that? Is that gonna motivate you?
Oh yeah.
We've been bitching for the last 3 weeks about this thing.
Today we were just looking for that motivation to get us by those Americans. That's when the shaman's blessing seemed to kick in, and we had a visit from the river spirits. When I saw the dolphins, I thought, that's it. That's my spirit sign, man. They're my animals. We gotta follow them. They're showing us the way. I really think those dolphins inspired us. They inspired all of us to work a little harder. Eventually, there we were. We were neck and neck with the Americans. So we decided that time it's time to strike, and we struck hard. They just kept fading behind us.
We just kept digging and digging. And 1 minute turned into 5 minutes, turned into 10 minutes, and none of us were tiring. We just kept going.
Finish is in sight.
Now we're going up the Nanai River off the Amazon, and we're getting the full brunt of the current. As we were entering the inlet, I saw the Americans had closed, and our lead was no longer guaranteed.
Close to the end, Simon's like, they're gaining on us, they're right behind us.
The Americans are coming. And it's just like, right, go.
Finish this. Coming inside, darling. Come inside.
Yes, inside.
Let's finish it. Come on, get in those paddles, guys. Dig.
Even going upriver, when we're going up against the current, they were working so hard because they wanted it so bad.
At that point, coming in second on the day just meant everything to me. I was just screaming at the guys.
Push on. Good, guys.
I know that Justin and Jesse are going to remember this race for the rest of their lives.
You like to know that when you leave it all out in the water that you get a result.
We held the Americans off. We finished in second place. There were smiles all around. I don't think I've ever been more relieved to finish a race. Give me a hug.
Finally.
There's actually a lot of pressure when you take the leadership position. There's a very fine line that I'm trying to walk between giving them an amazing experience that they can be proud of versus just making it a miserable, grueling experience.
It felt so good in the end when we actually did it. The hardship was so worth it.
But if we'd have sat back and been passengers, I don't think that we would have got the right result in the end.
It was good that Simon cracked the whip. It worked out well.
Will you make it again?
Will I make it again? No way. That was torture, pure torture.
Oh man.
3 days of pure torture, man.
I don't know how you do it at 47 turbo. At 37, I'm feeling too old for this.
Pretty damn good feeling to know that we could keep up with guys like Simon and Turbo. It made me feel pretty proud of myself to push myself that far mentally and physically.
I'm so proud of you.
The American team just came in. These guys, they're all in their 50s. Tremendous paddlers. Beers on us tonight. Beers on us.
The Americans were such great competitors, but yeah, it was great to beat them.
You guys did wonderful.
Well done.
We're in the boat, man. I never want to see that boat again. Cervezas!
Justin, come on over.
Coming into the race, Simon and I didn't know what to expect from Justin and Jesse. Basically, the lesson is it's not so much about talent. You just got to be willing to learn and push yourself and work hard.
Sometimes you just have to have faith and you've got to believe in people. Those two surprised the hell out of me out there, and I'm so happy they did. We won more money in an obscure rafting race than the bigger running races in North America. This is crazy. So where's this gonna go in your house?
On the mantle.
Straight on the mantelpiece. All the other trophies are going to have to make space for it.
I'm afraid. Damn you.
I love it.
Oh man. Shouldn't we leave the mustache?
No, get rid of it. Yeah. You look creepy. Beautiful. Benito.
Well, that's a bet. All right.
Twins.